What is Winx? The Winx Club, coming soon.
The magic's in you.
This Saturday morning on the FoxBox, step into a world unlike any you've ever seen before. Where witches, we're gonna take over the whole realm of magic. Warriors, and the Winx Club. Battle to save the world. Don't miss the series premiere of The Winx Club this Saturday morning on the FoxBox. The magic's in you.
Don't go away. An all-new Winx Club is on right now.
The Winx Club is back. On the next all-new Winx Club.
This is it! The Althea Magical Reality Chamber.
A visit to a virtual realm leads to a battle between Bloom and the witches. Will Bloom meet her doom? Find out on an all-new Winx Club next week. On the next all-new Winx Club, Bloom battles it out with Princess Diaspro to win Brandon's heart.
You're finished.
You're the one who's finished!
No, I'm just getting started.
Oh, yeah? Find out what happens next week on an all-new Winx Club. Don't go away. An all-new Winx Club is on 4Kids TV right now. When Icy gives two Winx girls the deep freeze, Bloom comes to the rescue.
I'll get you, Icy.
Now!
She's all ours.
Don't miss the Winx Club, coming up next. Want more magic? We'll be right back with more Winx Club, only on 4Kids TV. On the next Winx Club, Bloom battles it out with Princess Diaspro to win Brandon's heart.
You're finished.
You're the one who's finished!
No, I'm just getting started.
Oh, yeah? Don't miss the Winx Club next week. We'll be right back with more Winx Club, only on 4Kids TV. On the next episode of The Winx Club, Bloom goes to the Althea School for Fairies in the realm of magics, where she meets exciting new friends, as well as dangerous new foes. The magic's in you, on the next Winx Club, next week. To save a civilization of nymphs, the Winx girls take on a giant sea turtle.
If we stick together, it can't get us.
Don't miss the Winx Club, next week, only on 4Kids TV. You're watching 4Kids TV. The magic continues. Now, back to the Winx Club.
Hold on tight, Bloom!
Go!
The chase is on as Brandon and Bloom try to escape the clutches of the Rot Army.
There's a hairpin turn coming up!
Oh no!
It's a fast-paced Winx Club, next week. When Bloom turns into a block of ice, her friends come to rescue her.
You are so over!
But will they also need to be rescued?
This isn't even a contest.
Don't miss the Winx Club, next week, only on the next Winx Club. The Rot Army has invaded Althea. Will the Winx girls survive their onslaught?
You gotta be kidding! There's like thousands of them!
Catch all the action on the Winx Club. The witches begin their battle march.
All that's left to conquer are those pixies. Their destruction will be swift and merciless.
But Bloom is ready to bring it on with the power of the Dragon Flame. Don't miss the Winx Club next week. You're watching 4Kids TV. Now, back to the Winx Club.
It's the first day of school at Althea, but the new girl, Layla, is in trouble.
Now you'll feel a shadow. It will be the last thing you ever feel.
Will her first day be her last? Find out on the Winx Club next week.
Evil meets evil when the witches join the darkest force of all.
Okay, ladies, it's showtime.
Those Winx girls will never stand a chance.
You won't want to miss this Winx Club next week.
We'll be right back with more Winx Club. Magic lessons turn ugly.
I'm afraid you were sent to the realm of Grimm.
And there's no way out.
It's the exit code.
It's girl power put to the test on the Winx Club next week.
A rising star
Put your hands together for Fusa!
faces her toughest audience yet.
You're surrendering or I'm destroying your father right now!
Just don't hurt him!
Don't miss this show on the Winx Club next week.
Where's Bloom?
Where could she have gone?
I found a great way to boost your powers.
I'm feeling so much negative energy in here.
Will her screams be answered? Check out an all-new Winx Club next week.
He's using the crystal to transfix her.
An enchanting teacher casts a spell on Bloom. We haven't seen Bloom for hours. Can the Winx girls break the spell before it's too late? You won't forget this Winx Club next week.
Maybe they're just messing with us.
It's a dead end for the Winx girls.
And there's a cliff behind us. It's been nice knowing you guys.
The witches will finally win. Or will they? Find out on an all-new Winx Club next week.
They're done for, and we've got front row seats.
He's a nerd.
Timmy, be careful!
He's a brave nerd.
What's wrong with you witches? You can't catch a little nerd on the run like me?
It's the nuttiest, nerdiest battle ever on another all-new Winx Club next.
You will be as evil as me!
I'll never be evil.
You have no choice!
The race to save Bloom leads to a dangerous rescue mission to the Underrealm.
The main system is crashing!
There is nothing you can do, Bloom! You belong to me!
It's part 1 of an all-new 3-part season finale on the Winx Club next week. And now, back to the Winx Club.
All new Winx Club. Sky got engaged. It's true love. I've made a decision under the worst spell yet. You said you loved me, but then you made that announcement about Diaspro.
Diaspro, she is the one that I love!
Ah! Don't miss an all new Winx Club next week at 8. On the next Winx Club, the fairies celebrate Techno's return. Pillow fight! You're so gonna get it! Overhand, underhand attack combo works every time! But will an unexpected guest crash their party? That thing's unbeatable! Find out on an all-new Winx Club next week at 8.
You're watching the Winx Club. Next, rocking out's what it's all about with Brax. Then, it's those green teens, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, only on 4Kids TV.
Baltor transcends to a life of Zen.
If a monkey falls in a fountain, does it make a sound?
But is it just pretend?
Let's find out, shall we?
Chill out on an all-new Winx Club next week at 8.
Prepare for battle!
Althea belongs to the witches.
I wonder what that was! Baltor destroying Paragonda. Just like we're gonna destroy you!
It's an all-new Winx Club next week at 8. On an all-new Winx Club, a frantic search for Paragonda leads to a showdown with Baltor. Let's get him!
The only thing you're going to get is destroyed!
Don't miss an all-new Winx Club next week at 8. Go in there!
It's too dangerous.
On an all-new Winx Club, Techna makes the ultimate sacrifice. I can do this!
It can't be done.
We have to get Techna out of there!
This is her destiny.
No! Techna! Join an all-new Winx Club next week at 8. Join the Winx Club as the fairies take on Baltor.
Come on, show me what you've got.
Dragon Fury! Ivy, Vine Wrap! Face Boom! But is it enough to bring him down? It's over, Baltor. Find out on an all-new Winx Club next week at 8. Are you ready to be spellbound? You bet! Then don't miss the most magical moments in Winx Club history. Starting next week, only on 4Kids TV. All right, you guys, it's time for Winx!
Get in the game with the Winx Club. Right now, only on 4Kids TV.
It's 3rd year at Althea.
You know what that means. Party time! I'm so excited! I'm going to rent a limo and go buy the dress, and I want you all to come!
But if you thought this year was gonna be easy, you have to get through us first. Think again.
Darkness, descend upon you!
I can't see anything!
Oh no! This is bad!
It's one class you don't want to miss. Join the Winx Club later this morning, only on 4Kids TV.
On the next Winx Club, a frantic search for Farragonda leads to a showdown with Baltor. Let's get him!
The only thing you're going to get is destroyed!
Join the Winx Club, coming up next. Don't go in there!
It's too dangerous.
On the next Winx Club, Techna makes the ultimate sacrifice. I can do this!
It can't be done.
We have to get Techna out of there!
This is her destiny.
No! Techna! Join the Winx Club, coming up next.
Stella!
Don't worry, Daddy! I'm gonna save you! You girls will help me. You will, won't you? Will the Winx girls ride to the rescue? All right, biker chicks. What do you say we ride out? Join the Winx Club later this morning, only on 4Kids TV. We've got ourselves a mission. The Pixies unite to defend Althea. Charge! But will their bark be more than their bite? Try this on for size.
You're done, Tiny Tots.
Join the Winx Club, coming up next, only on 4Kids TV.
In the beginning, there were witches, ogres, trolls, and one kick-butt Earth girl. Find out how it all started on the Winx Club, coming up next. On the next episode of The Winx Club, Bloom goes to the Althea School for Fairies in the realm of magics, where she meets exciting new friends, as well as dangerous new foes. The magic's in you, on the next Winx Club, later this morning.
World where magic rules. Nothing is impossible. Mystical adventures, mythical heroes, miraculous power.
Was that me? Join the Winx Club, later this morning. Girls are on a quest to defeat Baltor. I don't like mazes. There's always some trick about them.
If you can't find your way out, then there you will stay.
Will they come face to face with their worst fears? Yeah! That's seriously nasty! Join the Winx Club, coming up next.
The Winx Club will return, only on the CW4Kids.
Are you meditating? Baltor transcends to a life of Zen.
If a monkey falls in a fountain, does it make a sound?
But is it just pretend?
Let's find out, shall we?
This new age stuff is really freaking me out.
The Winx Club, coming up next.
Now back to the Winx Club, only on the CW4Kids.
It's third year at Althea. Party time! But if you thought this year was gonna be easy, think again.
Darkness, descend upon you!
It's one class you don't want to miss. Join the Winx Club, coming up next.
When Pandora's box is opened, pandemonium ensues.
The whole town's gone berserk.
Can Martin and the gang contain the chaos? Or will they get trapped in the turmoil? An all-new Martin mystery, coming up next.
On the next Sonic X, meet Rouge the Bat, a world-class jewel thief who's got her eye on the Chaos Emeralds. But is this high-flying bat burglar any match for Eggman? Find out on Sonic X, later this morning.
On the next Shaman King, a masked man, and a mysterious ball of light.
Unbelievable.
All form an unmistakable sign. But what does it mean?
The opening bell just sounded.
Don't miss Shaman King next week.
On the next Kirby, Kirby's in for the surprise of his life.
Told y'all I'd bring a present.
When DDD crashes his party with a big bang.
Kirby, look out!
Get blown away by Kirby, later this morning.
On the next Shaman King, the sign has come, but the final test remains.
In order to qualify, you must hit me once. He didn't even move.
This is gonna be a lot harder than we thought.
Don't miss Shaman King next week.
On the next Kirby, Cappy Town is under attack with multiplying monsters on the loose.
Get away!
Can Kirby bounce back before he's backed into a corner? Catch Kirby later this morning.
On the next all-new Winx Club, when the Winx girls throw a party, they get an uninvited visitor. Do they have what it takes to put this bull in his place? Find out on an all-new Winx Club next week.
Get ready for back-to-back episodes of Shaman King. First, catch the spirit at 8:30 Eastern. Then catch it again at 9.
I'm back and on the attack.
It's back-to-back episodes of Shaman King next week in the FoxBox. Sonic is back.
Thought I was gone for good, didn't you?
Facing his biggest challenge yet.
He sure grows on you, doesn't he?
It's up to Sonic and his friends to find the Chaos Emeralds.
I'll find them.
Before he does.
Dr. Eggman!
Because if the Eggman gets them,
This time nothing will stand in my way.
game over. Sonic X, coming up next, only in the FoxBox. On the next all-new Sonic X, Eggman's on the loose, and Sonic is thrown into the face of danger.
We'll get those emeralds back.
Prepare to fire Eggman Cannon.
Catch an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
On the next piece of One Piece, will Luffy help Zolo?
This guy is a monster!
Or will Morgan execute his deadly plan?
Now prepare to face the firing squad.
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning.
On the next all-new Sonic X, Sonic's searching for Amy.
Hold on, Amy. We'll find you.
While Knuckles hunts for the Master Emerald.
Going my way?
I'll show those feather-brained fly boys not to mess with me!
An all-new Sonic X coming up next.
On the next piece of One Piece. Why does Luffy pick a fight with Kobe? And does Morgan make sure no one leaves Naval Island in one piece? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning.
On the next all-new Sonic X.
Holy cow!
Sonic and Knuckles try to free Chris from the clutches of chaos.
Shovel Claw!
While Tails has to go it alone to defuse a bomb.
Here goes.
An all-new Sonic X coming up next.
On the next piece of One Piece, discover the connection between Luffy's appetite
Throw up everything you ate!
and extreme danger.
Punch a circle, right? And it's gonna be Luffy!
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece later this morning.
On the next all-new Sonic X, the search for the Master Emerald leads Sonic to an ancient ruin.
Kinda creepy.
Here, Sonic, have a ball!
Catch an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
On the next piece of One Piece, meet Captain Buggy, the diabolical pirate clown. Plus, Nami betrays Luffy, but will she have the guts to finish him off? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning. On the next all-new Sonic X, Chaos unleashes a tidal wave of terror. Can Sonic swim to the rescue, or will he be drowned forever?
I knew this would end in disaster.
Catch an unbelievable all-new episode of Sonic X, coming up next. On the next piece of One Piece, Captain Buggy sends Moji the Beastbreaker to break up the town and our pirate crew. Luffy survives, but what happens to Zolo? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning. On the next all-new Sonic X, what's hiding at the bottom of Prison Island?
Shut down the entire system and hurry!
The answer will amaze you.
It can't be!
Don't miss an all-new episode of Sonic X, coming up next. On the next all-new Kirby, right back at ya. Meet Escar Droid. He's helpful and always agreeable.
Attack, Kirby! Yes!
Can Kirby stop this short circuit, or will he run out of power first? All new, later this. On the next all-new Sonic X, framed for a crime he didn't commit. Sonic's on a mission to clear his name. Who's setting Sonic up? Find out on the next all-new Sonic X, coming up next. On the next all-new Kirby, right back at ya. An eager pupil awaits this master warrior. But this model student soon turns ugly.
They turned blockers into a monster!
Primate or prime enemy? Find out later this morning. On the next all-new Sonic X, maximum security, maximum danger, calls for maximum courage. Can Sonic survive escape from Prison Island? Catch an all-new Sonic X, coming up next. On the next all-new Kirby. When Pumped Up D hits shelves, Cappy Town is bouncing off the wall. But supplies soon run out.
We have to restore Kirby's energy fast.
Don't miss an all-new Kirby right back at you later this morning.
On the next all-new Sonic X, Eggman unleashes a secret weapon, the Eclipse Cannon.
Your entire planet will be blown to bits.
Blast off with an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
On the next all-new Kirby. What a mess!
I can't tell if this is a throne room or a landfill.
And there's a wild garbage man on the loose. It's a messy all-new episode on Kirby right back at you later this morning. On the next all-new Sonic X. A dangerous rescue mission. Prepare to be blown into space. Ends in disaster for Sonic. Don't miss an all-new Sonic X coming up next. On the next Kirby, right back at ya. It's the ultimate kitchen help.
The super duper slice and dicer.
Ooh, but this miracle KitchenAid just keeps on giving. Will Kirby bite off more than he can chew? Don't miss an all-new Kirby later this week. On the next all-new Sonic X. In a few minutes, you will be destroyed. A race against time to save the planet forces Sonic and Shadow to unite and fight. Don't miss an all-new Sonic X coming up next. School bells ring in a new teacher. He's so nice. He's so helpful.
What DDD could use is a bit of encouragement.
But he's no match for the evil new substitute. It's the battle for homeroom on an all-new Kirby. Later this morning on the next all-new Sonic X. Strange new creatures. Strange behavior. Just plain strange.
Goodbye, world domination. Hello, shuffleboard.
An all-new Sonic X coming up next. On the next piece of One Piece, Django is after our crew with his razor-sharp ring.
Nami, look out!
Can our navigator get away in time? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning.
Hold on, Amy. We'll find you.
While Knuckles hunts for the Master Emerald.
Going my way?
I'll show those feather-brained flyboys not to mess with me!
Sonic X, coming up next. On the next Shaman King, they're left with no choice. Unity! Can Spirit Unity be enough to beat Captain Mayhem and the Loch Ness Monster? Find out on Shaman King later this morning.
On the next all-new Sonic X. What's this? Eggman at large. But when the egg hunt goes underground, Sonic's in for a shelling. Catch an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
On an all-new Shaman King, a new town brings grave danger.
You should be with me.
And a young shaman threatens everything.
If you do this, you will destroy your own spirit! I sure know!
It's an all-new Shaman King later this morning.
So me and Sensei were out and about, and Touch and Go wanted to join in the fun. What's the matter, Sparky? Dead battery?
Michelangelo, stop showing off.
Sorry, Sensei. Check out Best of the Ninja Turtles later this morning.
On the next piece of One Piece. Is the battle over for Luffy and Arlong?
The whole building's going down.
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning. Sonic's world and Earth are about to collide.
Our only hope to save both worlds is to send you and Sonic back home.
Time's running out.
Catch Sonic X before it's too late. Coming up next.
Start your engines. They're coming. It's the Bad Boy Bikers versus Kirby in Cappy Town's biggest race ever. No warp stars allowed. Don't get left behind. Catch an all-new Kirby right back at you later this morning.
They're Metarex.
Yeah.
I bet their boss stole the planet egg and turned this place into a water world. I knew there was something fishy going on.
Look behind you!
It's an all-new Sonic X coming up next.
How will Luffy reach the top of this mountain? A ski lift? Wrong! He has to climb! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece later this morning.
While Sonic and Knuckles battle out their latest disagreement, Eggman grabs a new pawn.
You give me that emerald or I'll crush your friend in the palm of my giant metal hand!
It's an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
What do you call a reindeer that practices medicine?
Medicine?
Wrong! A doctor!
They think I'm reindeer turkey!
Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece, later this morning.
The Chaos Emerald's in the center of that ice palace.
There they are.
Let's go!
How will we ever defeat them all when there are so many of them?
Good question.
It's an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
What do people hunt for on Drum Island?
Reindeer?
You're right! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece, later
Sonic has the green emerald. Or does he?
Eggman!
It's monkeys, Eggman, and chaos on a jungle planet for Sonic and the gang. It's an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
G.I. Joe Sigma 6, Duke, Team Leader. Snake Eyes, Ninja Commando, Heavy Duty, Artillery Master. And we need you, too. Report for duty to G.I. Joe Sigma 6, all new, later this morning.
Sonic comes for Cream and Cosmo.
Let her go, or you'll be sorry.
Oh, yeah?
Gators, space, and cheese napping challenge Sonic and the gang. It's an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
G.I. Joe Sigma 6, Duke, Team Leader. Snake Eyes, Ninja Commando, Heavy Duty, Artillery Master. And we need you, too. Report for duty to G.I. Joe Sigma 6, all new, later this...
The search for the Metarex becomes mysterious.
They're trying to confuse us.
It's an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
Ghouls, witches, and goblins! Man, I just love Halloween! It's the one day where a turtle can walk around and just be a turtle.
Cool costumes.
Thanks! It's an all-new Ninja Turtles, later this morning.
The Metarex mission is revealed.
Destroy Sonic, no matter what it takes.
What'll we do?
Shadow returns to save the day. It's an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
We're in deep trouble. Surrounded and fighting for our lives. We're forced to make our toughest choice yet.
Either they get some of us, or they get all of us. Then who'd call in the rescue posse?
It's an all-new Ninja Turtles, later this morning.
Tails and Cosmo trapped underground.
It looks like a system of interconnected caves. This is a nightmare.
Subterranean Metarex give the gang all they can handle. It's an all-new Sonic X, coming up next.
It's an alien invasion! And man, these guys are scary! This is bad.
What was your first clue?
And as usual, it's up to us to save the day! He slimed me. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles, later this morning.
On the next Bratz, the girls take a fashion class taught by Birdeen. Not cool! Can the girls pass with flying colors? Find out on Bratz. Coming up next.
208. 209. Talk to the turtle. Uh-huh. No problem. We'll be there.
Who was it?
Nobody. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles. Later this...
I am the Royal Birdeen, and you are under my command.
Birdbutt hypnotized Sasha and Jade.
Will her slaves to fashion finish off Chloe and Yasmin?
Log, brats.
On an all-new Bratz. Coming up next.
Introducing the Do-Re-Mi Magic Shop. We took a dumpy old store
And created a cool new spot
for all your magical needs. Don't miss an all-new magical Do-Re-Mi next week.
Check it out. We were watching these winged flying guys fighting it out in the sky, and I'm like, cool! What could possibly be better than this? Why, 4 winged flying Ninja Turtles, of course! It's the Ninja Turtles! Next!
The search for the Metarex becomes mysterious.
They're trying to confuse us.
It's Sonic X, later this morning.
Ever
had one of those really bad days. The kind of day that really can't get any worse. Until it does. You gotta be kidding me. It's an all-new Ninja Turtles coming up next.
Sonic and friends travel into the intergalactic cloister and into another dimension.
Freaky! What's going on?
It's an all-new Sonic X later this morning.
What fun!
Hey, fight fans! It's Leonardo versus the new Shredder! Ooh, Shredder's got one of those chain whippy thingies. Leo's in trouble, Mike. Don't miss the Ninja Turtles. All new, next.
On a new Sonic X.
I'm really curious to know what the Meta-X are scheming.
You want us to stay on course? We're bound to get attacked!
That's what I'm hoping for.
It's an all-new Sonic X later this morning.
Here, Birdie.
Tired of this happening to you?
Then you need to call the TMNT for all your monster mangling needs.
But don't take our word for it. Check out the Ninja Turtles. All new, later this morning.
Bad luck was in the air.
It was supposed to bring me good luck.
I wish we could do a spell to get rid of Petunia and her no-good luck charms, but we're out of spell drops.
It's an all-new magical Do-Re-Mi. Next.
Evil lizards want to blank. Contestant 1, Evil Lizard Guy. We'll get back to you. Contestant 2, Donatello.
Eat everybody.
Correct! Check out the Ninja Turtles. All new later this morning.
We found Petunia's evil necklace, so we made a deal with her. Reverse the bad magic of your charm.
I promise to do all that you've asked.
But she fooled us. Don't miss this all-new magical Do-Re-Mi next week.
Evil lizards want to blank. Contestant 1, Evil Lizard Guy. We'll get back to you. Contestant 2, Donatello.
Eat everybody.
Correct! Check out the Ninja Turtles. All new next.
On a new Sonic X. Valentine's Day is over for everyone else, but not for Amy.
I'll catch Sonic in a trap and his heart will burn with love.
Love is fleeing on an all-new Sonic X. Later this morning.
Two brothers turning against each other in this ultimate face-off.
Beat Hamato Yoshi as you wish, Master.
You won't want to miss this all-new Ninja Turtles later this morning.
On a new Sonic X, it's an intergalactic attack as Eggman teams up with the Meta-Rex to destroy Sonic and the crew.
Sonic, no!
It's an all-new Sonic X later this morning.
Two brothers turning against each other in this ultimate face-off.
Beat Hamato Yoshi as you wish, Master.
You won't want to miss this all-new Ninja Turtles coming up next.
Take one evil stepmother and two tweevil stepsisters.
You're like such a loser.
And you've got a Cinderella story like you've never seen before. Have a ball on an all-new Bratz next week, only on 4Kids TV.
Dinosaurs, the fiercest predator of all time. Their rampage cannot be stopped.
Joe! Now, that's embarrassing.
Catch the Ninja Turtles, all new later this morning.
On a new Sonic X.
We have to repair our ship and take on that fleet.
I'm waiting for you, Sonic.
There won't be any escape for Sonic the Hedgehog.
We're trapped.
It's an all-new Sonic X later this morning.
Dinosaurs, the fiercest predator of all time. Their rampage cannot be stopped.
Joe! Now, that's embarrassing.
Catch the Ninja Turtles, all new next.
Does Sigma 6 have the firepower to save the city from Cobra's mega robots?
Weapon systems at full power.
Fire all missiles! Set your sights on an all-new G.I. Joe Sigma 6 later this morning. 99 adventures have all led up to the Ninja Turtles 100th episode. We've done 100 shows. The main event, 1 full hour of Ninja Turtles. We'll look back at how it all began, then premiere the never-before-seen 100th episode. Watch all morning for your chance to win a $1,000 gift card. Many will enter, one will win. It's the TMNT 100th episode celebration sweepstakes. All morning long on 4Kids TV. Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite Winx Club episode of all time? When Bloom got her fairy wings? When Stella won the Miss Magics contest? Thanks, I promised to make you proud! Or was it when Bloom went over to the dark side? Go to Winx.tv. Vote today for your top picks, and we'll run the winners on our Best of Winx Club series starting next week, only on 4Kids TV.
On New York City? Sasha drops a bomb on the Brats. I'm out of here in a week. Bunny Boo, you can't just leave. Later. Don't miss Brats. Up next, only on 4Kids TV.
On the next all-new Viva Pinata, Holly takes the stage. But will it be a hit?
Baby, mama, the thing with the bling and the yo and the yo.
You gotta catch an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
That's just wrong.
Hotel's having a competition to see who's best at surviving in the wilderness. The Brats get a taste of reality in the great outdoors. Will fear be a factor? It's survival of the fittest on Brats. Coming up next.
In the Viva justice system, pinatas are innocent until proven guilty.
How do you plead? You can't handle the truth.
That's the wall!
What will the verdict be? Find out on the next all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
On the next Brats.
Mother of Pink, I've been robbed!
The Brats have a case to crack. Diamonds!
Hello, girls. May I help you?
Catch Brats. Coming up next.
Lost in space, Fergie crash lands on a strange planet.
Captain's log, day 1. Planet extremely foggy. Ah! An alien!
Blast off with an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
Take one evil stepmother and 2 Tweevil stepsisters.
You're like such a loser.
And you've got a Cinderella story like you've never seen before. Have a ball on the next Brats. Coming up next, only on 4Kids TV.
Franklin finds it ain't easy being green.
Vegetables. Franklin, what will people say?
Vegetables instead of candy. Clear your plate for an all-new Viva Pinata.
Calling all girls, be on the lookout for a tall, dark, and rockin' hottie.
Hey, what's up?
Hey! What's Miss Not Worth Our Friendship doing out with my boyfriend? My boyfriend! Don't miss Brats. Up next.
On the next all-new Viva Pinata, Holly and Fergie find the perfect hiding spot.
What a dump!
A dump in the middle of nowhere?
You know what this means? We probably can't get a pizza delivered?
You gotta catch an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
And sending the Brats on a super secret mission.
You want us to go to Paris?
But do they have what it takes to be undercover agents?
Paris, here we come!
Don't miss Brats. Coming up next, only on 4Kids TV.
On the next Viva Pinata, here it is. The answer to all your problems.
Like confetti-itis, colorblindness, and broken toilet?
Okay, the answer to one of your problems. You gotta catch an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
Supermodels. Super meltdown. Fine. And I'm a total wreck. The Brats take Paris. Coming up next, only on 4Kids TV.
Behold, an invention so appallingly evil. Even I'm beginning to wonder if there isn't something seriously wrong with me.
Will Professor Pester succeed with his plan?
We're doomed!
Find out on an all-new Viva Pinata today at 9:30.
How do you make a crocodile cry?
You seem a little
Sad.
Glum down in the mouth.
I'm fine. You dropped your anvil.
The laughs never end on Viva Pinata. Coming up next.
Which is better, life in the present on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or life in the future on Ninja Turtles Fast Forward?
Why would you choose? They both rock.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at 9, and all new Ninja Turtles Fast Forward at 10.
On the next Viva Pinata. Does Franklin have new bee friends forever? See the buzz everyone is talking about on Viva Pinata. Coming up next.
An unbeatable creature.
Where'd you scan him?
You'll see. An unstoppable force. An unthinkable foe.
Who are you?
An unpredictable, chaotic, all new today at...
On the next Viva Pinata, Fergie's fancy footwork goes from fair a foul. Can he win the dance contest? Shake a leg with Viva Pinata. Up next, only on 4Kids TV.
Fourth Majar's one creature, not two.
One creature.
Or two.
Two creatures.
One creature.
Two creatures. One me. Can't wrap my head around this.
Can you get your head around this? All new Chaotic. Today at 10:30. On the next Sonic X.
The president's giving a party and you're invited!
But when Sonic doesn't show...
Hey, where's Sonic?
The president goes on the warpath. Catch Sonic X up next.
4 warriors, training for the day when evil comes. That day is here.
The fate of the realm is in our hands.
Catch an all-new episode of Dygata Defenders today.
On the next Sonic X, a hunt for buried treasure leads to underwater warfare. Can Sonic sink this creep from the deep? Or is he in over his head? Find out on the next Sonic X. Up next.
Dygata battle. You and me right now. I win, you're gone. I've got you right where I want you.
Cast the power with an all-new Dygata Defenders today at 11.